welcome to another episode of South East Fishing. Today you join me at Nightingales Fishery in Stone. Now, this place is lovely. You come through, lovely house, lovely land, come down, see this lovely little lake. It's not a big lake, so don't come here expecting to be blasting it 100 odd yards. That's not how this place is. It's a nice little tranquil lake, you know. Come here, there's big carp, there's 30-pound carp in here. There's a big chub, 7-pound chub. Yeah, perch. I think there's a bit of everything, but I'm not entirely sure because I've never fished it before. I think the average depth is probably about 3 or 4 foot. Yeah, I've got a couple going on the surface, so I'm going to give that a go. And then, yeah, so I'll probably do some fly fishing today. It's just about 3 o'clock now, 3:30. So I'll fish up until about 6 or 7 on the fly, try and get one. And then I will get all the carp rods out. I'll probably fish the margins because apparently it's quite good. And then tomorrow I will focus on the chub. And yeah, as I said, they do have chub in 7-pound up here. And I'm going to target a 5-pound. My target's 5-pound. If I get anything bigger, happy days. Yeah, I've got worms, luncheon meat, maggot, pellet. Yeah, so that's for the chub. We'll give that a go tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to try some stalking. I've seen a few carp come up. Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling good about this. I'm in peg 4, so that's on the end of the spit, and I'm on a little social with my dad. He's in peg 5. I think it's 5. That's just down there. So he's fishing against the island. Yeah, I think today we're going to focus on the carp, and then tomorrow we're going to go for the chub. That's the plan. So if I don't catch anything else, I'll see you in the morning. If not, I'll see you again with the carp. Ah, look at that. The swifts are all having their morning drink by the looks of it. There's thousands of them. What a sight. So we can zoom in a little bit. Look at that. Lovely. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and one of my margin rods shot away, and there's the prize. 23-pound exactly, and yeah, it was sheer muscle. It probably beat me up. It took me ages to get it in, probably about 15-20 minutes. It just would not give up. It's beating me up on the bank, but yeah, I'm happy with that one. That was on a Monster Baits. What Monster Baits was that? Beast. That was just on a bottom bait with deception end tackle. Yeah, all stood up to the test. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So we'll get it back, put my head back down for a little bit, and then we'll chase the chub in the morning. Hey, Dad. Well done. Oh, mate, he's going around the island. Can you do some cameraing?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
It's already filming. Can you bring it closer? Moving towards me. There. Well, managed to stalk this one on the fly rod. So I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can get him in. Feels alright. Seems to be going some. So it was the only fish swimming around taking the bait. Whoa. And yeah, he slipped up. So, it's only about 8 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, Yeah, they've been taking dog biscuit all night, so we knew it wasn't too early to do surface fishing. And yeah, definitely been rewarded. Oh, bloody. He's off. Oh. Yes, carp on the fly. Lovely. Right, let's get it on the mat and have a look. Well, that fish was a little bit bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was a good double, but in fact, it's a new personal best fly caught carp, and it is £21 1 ounce. Come on, straighten out. He doesn't want to straighten. Yeah, 21-1, and he is beautiful. He's got loads of coloration on his mouth, like a bit koi carpy. He's very pretty. I like that fish, and a new personal best on the fly rod. So yeah, chuffed to bits with that. Nice and early. Yeah, brilliant. Didn't have much last night, only the one, but this makes up for it. Now I've caught on the fly, I can concentrate on the chub when I want to. So I'll get this one back, have some breakfast, and look at going into some chub hopefully. Yeah, brilliant. Looking at me swimming around it in circles. Go on. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, come on, no. Ah, that's a big one. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Well, there you go. The surface fishing for the chub was working, but I didn't hook him. Ah, fuming. That was a big chub as well. Oh. Well, there you go. An hour before we go. Oh, that's so nice. Oh. There you go. An hour before we go, and I've managed to hook another one on the fly. Oh, sweat's dripping off into my eye. Ah. Got Mark here, who's going to be jumping in the swim when I leave. He's doing gilly honours. Jumping in it now. Oh. I've just got sweat in my eye, I can't see anything. Oh. There you go, mate. Nice little mirror. Yeah. Lovely. Another one in the net. Happy days. Last one of the day, and he's a right feisty one. Oh. Probably about 9-10 pounds. Got on the fly rod again. So happy with that. Got about an hour left, so I'm going to start packing up and probably just put a surface rod out, see if it can go while I'm packing up. Oh yeah, brilliant. Free carp. Lost the chub earlier, but that is what it is. I'll be back for the chub. Lovely. Okay, thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the fishery. I'm about to leave, but I'll give you a quick rundown of the lake as much as I know. So that's where I was fishing. I was fishing on there, on the spit, and I had the 23 pounder just off of those reeds there, and then the 21 pounder and the the 9-10 pounder just out of there on the surface, both on the fly, so that was good. Yeah, apparently the main place to get the chub is swim 2, so that's there, and I did hook a chub just down there on a bit of floating bread, but that came off, so wasn't too pleased about that. That was a big fish as well. I would have said good 6-7 pound, but hey ho, I think I will be coming back down here to have another little session. But yeah, it's a lovely little lake, park right next to your swim, so if you're disabled or you've got kids or whatever, you know, it's really good. You can just park up behind your swim and basically fish out your car. Yeah, so I managed to get them feeding along this island and at the back, all on the surface, and they were really going for it. However, whoa, sorry about that. However, I had to start packing up, and unfortunately, well, not fortunately, but Mark's there and he's now gone into my swim, and I've given him some dog biscuit and some bread because he forgot his, so he should have it off because they are going for it. So if he doesn't catch loads, well, disappointed in you, Mark. But yeah, all round here, round the back yesterday, I got a couple of fish feeding around the back of this island. So you got 3 islands, you got 1, 2, 3, and there's been fish all around it. So it's a really good little surface lake. It's not easy surface fishing, but it's, you know, it's rewarding. So yeah, that's it. Final count for the day: a 23 pounder, a 21 pounder, and a 9-10 pounder, and a lost chub, and plenty of little small fish on the float rod while I was trying to catch the chub. But I think I'm definitely going to come back here and different tactics, I think, and target the chub. So yeah, till next time. Well, good morning everyone, and yeah, you joined me back here after 2 weeks. Since last being here, I can't stop thinking about that chub that I lost. I think it was 6, maybe 7 pounds. Now, I've caught big chub in the past, but I was a lot younger, and that was about 7 pounds, and that was from Sam's Lake. You know, I've not caught a big chub for quite a few years now. Used to do a lot of river fishing for the chub, but not really anymore. And yeah, since being here and losing that first chub, it's played on my mind for weeks, a couple of weeks. So I'm back at Nightingales, and yeah, been here since 7 AM since the start, and yeah, today it's 3 degrees, and I'm not really into the autumn swing of things, as it were. So I've got my normal trainers on, and yeah, the grass is completely soaked, my feet are soaked, I'm freezing cold, but hey, it's a beautiful sunrise, and I've got the whole lake to myself. So I'm starting off on peg 2, I believe. Going to try and do some stalking for the chub. At the moment I've got a bit of bread flake on the float right in the margin with a little bit of maggot over the top, and then I'm going to start, once the chub start cruising around, I'll start trying to stalk them off the surface, and I might do a bit of carp fishing as well. I've got the float rod, sorry, the surface rod out, and the fly rod, but we'll see if I feel like that. So yeah, fingers crossed I can get one of the chub today. Again, target's about 5 pounds. If I get anything bigger, I'll be happier. If I get a chub, I'll be happy. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fish on. Finally. That has been a long time coming. It's been really hard today. Started off this morning trying to catch some chub on the float in the margin. Wasn't having none of it. And yeah, decided I'm going to try for some carp until later on, when hopefully the chub are on the surface. And yeah, even the carp haven't really wanted to play ball. I've managed to get a couple of carp here and there feeding. I've had 2 hookups and lost them both. One of them was a right chunk down over there. And yeah, this little spot. I think it's peg. What peg is this? Peg 7, I think. It's right at the back of the fishery. You've got an island here that's blocked from the wind, sun beating down on it, and I've been feeding it for about an hour to an hour and a half until a couple of fish feeding confidently. And there's a nice koi out there, and there's not a koi but another fish but with really red mouth. I don't think it's the same one that I caught last time I was here, but it might be. But this is a nice little mirror, and on a tough day I'll take it. I think it's a little bit deformed, looks like it's got a bent spine, but again, I'm not being picky today, I'll have it. If they were feeding a bit better, I might have got my fly rod out, but they're feeding well out of my zone that I can cast to with the fly rod. And he's in the net. Lovely. Let's have a little look at him. Well, there you go. There's the first fish of the day, and a very hard-earned fish. He's, I don't know, about 10 or 11 pounds, maybe 12 at a push. And he's got a bent back. Lovely mirror though. Off the top. Right, let's try and get maybe a couple more carp hopefully, and then I'll do a good 2-3 hours on the chub, and hopefully I'll get one of them. So for now, I'll take him on a hard day. Brilliant. Well, that's the end of the session. Yeah, it's been a tough one. I've definitely put in the work. What did I do? I hooked 2 fish. One of them was a lump, but they both came off, and I managed to land that very low double wonky mirror. But I'll take it. It was a hard day. Didn't see any of the chub. My plan was to come here and catch the chub off the surface, and didn't even see a chub all day. The carp were very, very finicky on the top. Managed to get a few feeding around the back of the island, the big one. But even then, there was only a few of them, and they weren't feeding hard, so it was very difficult to actually get a fish. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to come back again for the chub, and I'm just going to bring maggot. The maggot does seem to be the only way, really. I brought maggot with me this time, but it was just like half of my frozen stuff in the freezer. Well, I thought it was half, but it wasn't. It was barely even half a pint, so that made about 2 hours worth of float fishing in the margin, but I didn't see anything. And yeah, it is what it is, but I've had a good session. Days out, always better than day at work, innit? So yeah, brilliant. Till next time.